And tell us this, do you feel safe there walking along O'Connell Street during the day or at night?
During the day and at night during the week is no problem. Weekends at night time is a bit dodgy.
How safe do you feel in Dublin city centre?
During the day I don't feel too bad, but at night time I wouldn't go around on my own. I'd usually be with my boyfriend or a group of friends. I wouldn't feel safe to walk around town in the dark.
No, it's not too safe, like it's very dangerous, you know, like people pickpocketing, people robbing. You do see an awful lot of stabbings and stuff, you know, so it's not that safe.
The night time is more dangerous, you know, that's when I would feel a bit on edge, you know, but like I'm from Dublin, I'm from town, I know everybody around the town, so it is, I'm alright like in that way, like kind of thing, but other people, like especially young ladies, like it ain't a place we want around, like the drugs and crime, it's not Dublin anymore, it's not the way it used to be, you know what I mean, like it has gone very dangerous, like.
In the daytime not too bad, but at night time definitely not.
So you wouldn't come down here on your own at night time?
Well, you just have to look and listen to what you would hear in there, so it's not that safe because I don't know what's wrong with the people today, they're just gone mad. There's too much violence, and on this particular strip at night time I wouldn't come down.
Yeah, safe enough, everyone's really friendly.
Would you come down here on your own at night time?
I have only just moved in, so I haven't yet, but yeah.
Yeah, safe enough, you know, because I'm out in the open, you know.
Would you come down O'Connell Street at night time?
No, I wouldn't come into town at night.
Well, Dublin certainly has changed in the last 20-25 years. This is my second time come to Dublin to work. But I suppose being an Irish man of a certain age and vintage, I as a male, I don't feel too bad. It definitely has changed, certainly for the worse. I do work with people who are not from Ireland and particularly ladies, and they do not feel safe here, and they feel like they're being targeted by maybe certain elements, I don't know, gangs or whatever of a certain age, and they do not feel safer because they naturally look different. They feel like they are being targeted for whatever money they have. They might feel like we're coming here, people know we have a lot of money coming here initially, and they're a soft target, and I don't know what culture they come from, but I know a lot of people do not feel safe in this city.
Honestly, I spent a lot of time in Cork City, 17 years. I move only now here, but it's getting worse. Since I came in Cork 20 years ago, it was a completely different city. Now, nearly like in Cork, or not like in Dublin, like, you know what I mean?
And what has changed in your opinion in those 20 years?
Drugs is getting so easy to get, like, you know what I mean, probably.
Yeah, I feel most time it's fairly safe compared to other big cities. Yeah, most time it is safe. Yes, there is an issue, particularly in areas where we are now, Dublin 1, but in general it's safe, I think.
And we're on O'Connell Street now. Would you come down this street at night time?
I would, but I wouldn't do it much after about 11 o'clock. Not on my own anyway.
And now, like you said, you feel safe in most of Dublin, but like, do you think that's ever getting less safe or more safe in the last 10, 20 years?
Probably less safe. You see less. There used to be a Garda station here. I know there's another one coming for the tourists, but there used to be a Garda station. That's long gone. Those sorts of things. Yeah, you are noticing the effects of the austerity years.
So you say it's less safe, and you think that's down to just not enough policing?
Yeah, not enough funding. Yeah, generally in all social areas. Yeah, you are seeing it.
Do you have any of your own thoughts about why it's become so unsafe?
Because this generation are mad. This generation there's no discipline on them. This generation have no respect for anyone, let alone themselves. So it basically comes down to discipline, and I think it's in the home. It starts in the home.
Yeah, it's gone a bit mad, it is, like, but as I said, I'm from here. I know what's what. I'm kind of used to it, like, in a way, like, which is sad, but it's very dangerous. Like, you wouldn't know which way it's going, and like, I could walk down the road and I could be attacked by just looking at somebody. You know what I mean? Like, so, like, it is very dangerous. It is, like, it's not safe at all. And
why do you think that Dublin has become like that?
Well, drugs, mostly, like, to be honest with you, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's no ifs, what's about, it's the drugs. Like, as everyone knows, like, you walk down the road, you see people sitting outside shops taking drugs. You see people in corners taking drugs, and it's just everywhere you go. It's drugs, homeless people begging for money, drinking and stuff like that. Like, so it's just known, like, there's no help for anyone really in this town. Like, it's just help yourself and just do what you can, like, you know. So some people have no choice to take drugs and drink, and then when they do that, then they get depressed and sad, and they get angry then, and then they start fighting and stuff like that. So it's a bit of a blatant catch-22 really, you know, like, but that's Dublin for you now. It's just gone worse and worse, you know.
There's no camaraderie in Ireland anymore. There's no brotherly love. There's none of this all for one and one for all. You know what I mean? You don't see chivalry where you see people giving up their seats for old people. You don't see that anymore. You used to see that all the time. Chivalry, like I've seen people that are young standing and leaving 70, 80-year-old people standing on a bleeding bus. Well, your 16-year-old sitting on a seat won't give them up the seat, you know what I mean?
So you think Dublin's lost its character?
Lost big time, yeah.
Oh, the people are different. People people nowadays have no manners. You know, they push you and they shove you for no reason. You know.
So would you say that Dublin has lost some of its character?
Very much so, yeah.
How has it changed since I was last up here? Well, there wasn't a lot of work maybe when I was up here before, but there's a lot more people on the streets now. The level of homelessness, I remember Dublin in the late 80s, early 90s. Okay, there were social problems, absolutely, particularly drugs, maybe crime levels. I don't know what to compare like to today, but there was not the amount of people who are absolutely homeless and in absolute despair compared to today, and I'm including a lot of Irish people in that and people from other countries, like, you know. So
like, there was an underspend of what was it, 2 billion in the exchequer, and Peter McFerry, a good friend of mine, and like he says, like, you give me a fraction of that, like a couple of million, you could end the homelessness problem in Dublin, and that's the start of you're getting your character back. Because you don't want to see tourists coming in from America and any other country, and you have a lot of people homeless and all. Ireland's supposed to be the country of generosity and all. What type of pictures does that give foreigners, tourists coming in when they see a lot of homeless stuff and all like that?